Hi, global pioneers, leaders, merchants. Happy Saturday. This is Doris Ying from Canada, Toronto. Today, my topic is analysis of transaction fees of 0.01. Because the barter will start soon, Paichain Mall has announced that it will open barter on August 25th. So, when the result of pioneers' hard work for more than 3 years will be reviewed, everyone will start to feel too high for the transaction fees of 0.01. Especially, we advocate the global consensus price is 314,159 US dollars. That means the fees will be almost 3,000 US dollars. So for this question, many pioneers require the core team to adjust the fees to 0.001 or 0.0001. Maybe you wonder in your heart whether the core team is deliberately lower the price. Although a few days ago, Dr. Nicholas in a developer channel said that the fees will be adjusted later, but when to adjust, how much to adjust, did not say. Now it is time to start bartering. In the end, do you need to file a petition to the core team to reduce the fees? In the following, I will discuss from 4 aspects what the transaction fees of 0.01 pi means, and impact on the barter price, and whether it has a positive significance. First, why does 0.01 pi will prompt no consensus merchant to raise price to high consensus price? Before analyze, we need to assume a scenario there will be no cars and real property transaction at least a month for testing period. But since this 0.01 may last for a while, so I still use the example of the car sales. A and B are both saying the monthly sales is 314,159, for example, and the withdrawal fees reserves at 10% per month can reach exactly 31,415 US dollars as 0.1 pi. So the 10% addition cost is to increase by 10% for the sales for the small and medium-sized product. But for big items such as real property should be reduced to 1%. If you don't withdraw coins every often like weekly, the merchant can actually earn back the withdrawal fees. So the price of merchant, for example, A, the pi price is 1 pi 6,700 US dollars. Another merchant B price is 314,159 US dollars. Sell the same product for Apple phone and printer. So we just use this example here is, for example, the car's price will be 50,000, the mobile phone will be 2,000 US dollars, and the printer will be $100. So we can do the calculation and see the result. Now, because when I talk on the video, I won't do calculation, but you can do by yourself. So my summary here is the total expense for the same commodity. The small commodity such as printer is A 0.0264 and B is 0.0103. So A is 2.56 times of B. If there is no transaction fees for buyer, so the A will be 0.064, B will be 0.0003. So A is 54 times of B. The total cost on medium items such as mobile phone is A 0.338, B will be 0.0170. A is almost 20 times of B. If no buyer transaction fees, A will be 0.3283, B will be 0.007. So A is 46.9 times of B. The total cost on commodities such as automobile is A is 44 0.4 times of B. If no commission, no transaction fees, A will be 8.2189, B will be 0.1750. A is 46.9 times higher than B. It can be seen from above that when all conditions are the same, when the fees is 0.01, the market will naturally be biased towards high consensus price merchant, especially the price difference of about 44 times for commodities. Small commodities are 2 to 3 times different. When there is no handling fees or transaction fees, small commodity earn 54 times more, and other commodities are the same as 46.9 times. Then we can understand that after adding the transaction fees, the difference between small commodities in A and B decrease, and higher the price of large and medium-sized commodities, the greater the difference. It means that 0.01 will prompt consumers to go shopping to high consensus merchant and small goods to no consensus merchant. In the case of the current basic lockup of 90% for 3 years, the bonus pie is not yet known when to release. The general base coin is 100 to 3,000. Then the available balance on hand will be 10 to 300. If you have 10 to 300 base coin, you will consider where you can spend the least amount of pie to buy the same product. So naturally you will come to B merchant to shop. Of course, some people will say that of course they will come to B merchant because of less pie will be spent. But when each transfer costs 0.01, the consumer will cherish the coin more. Then he will need to choose the high-priced merchant. Therefore, the fundamental reason that determines the consumer to be high consensus barter is price. Another reason is that 0.01 encourage consumers of large and medium-sized goods to go to high consensus merchant. And another reason is that because of the higher transaction fees, the consumers want to save pie, so they will need high consensus merchant more. For another perspective, no consensus merchant who only have small commodity market but lose large and medium-sized commodity market will be forced to raise price. When pioneers first joined and only have 10 coins, they saw that the fees was so high. Naturally, they would not go to the no consensus merchant to shop, and if they bought a car, they would almost run out by maybe $2,000 goods and spend 30 items like that. If it was the old pioneers, there will be 300 coins that could be used for 3 years, 100 coins a year. So it is not that much, and these coins would be used to pay off debt or buy a house, which costs $2 million for good condo in downtown Toronto. So we can do the calculation here is A is 46.8 times than the size of B. That is to say, if 6,700 merchant consumers will buy a condo and run out, there will be no coins for 3 years. This is still old miners who has been mining seriously for 3 years. What I mean by this is that consumers, that is pioneers, miners, naturally do not go shopping at a no-priced merchant unless they may buy small commodities of $100, and medium and bulk big item commodities will not buy. So it forced 6,700 merchants to increase the consensus price of the pie to attract more consumers. Second, the high consensus merchant, the higher early transaction fees of 0.01 can encourage the reduction of the number of transactions so that the coins in everyone's hand can be retained and wait for the outside merchant to join in, and the coins can be spent. and also protects the 314,159 merchants' goods will not be sold out of stock quickly without cash replenishment. Because in this process, the most important thing for a community merchant is not how many coins to earn, but to increase the price of coin. The reason is that they are not only merchants but also pioneers. They have coins in their hand. They must hope that coins in their hands will be raised to the highest price through their own effort, far more profitable than earning more coins with lower price. When the mainnet is opened, if the coin's price is 340,159 and transaction fees is 0.01, it will reduce the times of exchange to fiat currency, and it will keep the coin scarce. Third, you must understand that Dr. Nicholas said that the fees will be adjusted in the future. 0.01 is only a fee in the near future. In order to adjust the market price to a high consensus price, and after the high consensus price is formed, it will definitely be adjusted to one reasonable fees, such as charging a fees as a percentage of the price of the goods. Fourth, it is a good opportunity for node users who have paid a lot in the early stage and can make nodes that have paid for 1 to 2 years get their rewards. For the early consumers, they didn't really care about 0.01 at first because a pie $314,159 was more attractive, and they were willing to pay 0.01 as long as the price of the goods was cheap. This their excitement period when exchange to cash is not seen in the closed mainnet anyway. We need to trust the wisdom of the core team who use 0.01 not by accident must have been considered for internal reason. If it is not good for the market, they will adjust it in time. So people doubt whether the core team is suspicious of 340,159 high-priced guided price reduction. I don't think so, because this logic does not make sense. The no price has no any benefit to the core team, but the pioneers has the risk of being harvested. Their hard work will be wasted, so don't get impatient and suspicious or even try to make suggestions or offer to the core team, which I don't think is advisable because it will destroy the harmoniously environment and bring more community turmoil, and it will also make the core team feel that we are against them. So I hope today's analyze provide reference to help you understand why we need to support the core team. We prepare for barter. Finally, I wish everyone a happy barter. I also wish Pi Network a great first step to success. I wish you all health, happiness, and peace. Doris Ying from Canada. Thank you for listening.